To get something you never had, you will need to do something you never did. Let's go!
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and believe. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I'll make mistakes, but mistakes make me strong. Let's make it.
Everyone wants different results, want to achieve something. But how many people are willing to change their habits, especially to take actions? This is the problem. And what we can do in order to change and start to take actions? Well, all start with the mindset, I guess. First of all, we need to change the way we think in order to change the way we act. First thing first, I would say we need to change the way we think from the short terms to the long terms. Because basically we think always to immediate gratification, like we want something now, and this is totally normal. Our brain is made for that, to achieve something immediately, to have immediate pleasure, immediate gratification. This is totally normal. But that's the point. If we can change this, we can change everything. So the first thing I would suggest, change your mindset for delayed gratification. Another thing that we should do is to switch from the victim mentality. Because basically, we have this kind of mindset where we think that it's never our fault. It's like always someone else's fault. It's always the government. It's always for other reason, for external reason. Like maybe it's the stress. Yeah, it could be. Maybe it's the government. Maybe it's because you're tired. Any reason. But we never take accountability for our situation. But at least we need to be responsible for our actions, because this is the only way we can change our life. If we focus just on the things we cannot control, we will never change anything. And there will always be an excuse that will justify our situation. But this will never change the position you are. And yeah, in some cases it's just the fear. I totally understand. We are often afraid of something. For example, in this moment I'm afraid of failure, of judgment, and other things. Everyone is afraid. But the thing is that we need to take action even though we are afraid of something. Because fear will always be there in any situation. So we need to take action even though we are afraid of something. And what we can do effectively in order to achieve something? Well, first of all, we need to change our habits. We need to understand what needs to be done, and in that case, we need to start doing it. Because yeah, we know what we need to do. We quite often delay our action just because we feel like we're not ready, we don't know enough, etc. That's not true. That's not true, I can tell you. In most cases, it's not that you don't know enough, but just because you're afraid of changing your habits, your actions. Even with my clients, for example, they want to lose weight, they know they need to eat less and move more. It's not that the problem. And you don't need to be a nutritionist in order to understand this simple principle. But quite often there are so many factors that people don't act. That's why we need to act on other factors. But it's not a matter of knowledge in most cases. That one is mainly an excuse, I would say. Because taking action and creating new habits is uncomfortable. And that's why we quite often avoid that. We try to avoid that. But this is what we need to do, unfortunately. And another form of fear is the perfectionism. Everyone wants to act when everything will be perfect, but it will never be perfect. In fact, this is something that most people are afraid of. To look stupid, to look, I don't know, not perfect, to look not capable to do the things. But the problem is that if you're waiting to be perfect in order to act, let me tell you something, you will never act, because it will never be perfect, it will never be the moment, and you will never start. And I can tell you, because this was the same for me. Like I wanted to start when I knew everything, when my content creation ability were perfect, but guess what, it will never be. Even after years was still the same, because if you don't try, you don't learn. If you don't fail, you don't learn. So, and I understand that consistency is hard. It's so hard. That's why another important thing that you can do is to surround yourself with people that support you, because if you surround yourself with people that will put you down, will let you down, this will make your situation just worse. Because consistency is probably the most important thing that you can do for yourself in order to achieve the results you want. Seriously. And in order to achieve like a good consistency, let me tell you one more thing. Surround yourself with people who truly support you. Because if you surround yourself with people who let you down, who put you down, who just belittle you, who just devalue you, trust me, this journey will not last long, to be honest. The environment affects a lot your results, trust me. Because it's a matter of stimulus. If people just criticize you, you will stop. Doesn't matter what you do. You do content creation, you will stop. You're trying to do a weight loss journey, you will stop. Because you will not feel good doing it. So that's why it's so important. It's a matter of stimulus and support, yeah. And that's the reason why I'm outside right now, for example, because as yesterday, I was starting to get distracted at home because I didn't want to do what I need to do. And knowing my reaction, I knew that I was going to eat again, like yesterday, and ruin my daily caloric deficit, for example. Because you know, I'm documenting everything, and yesterday was good till the afternoon, but in the evening I needed to do some videos, this kind of stuff, and I ended up eating, because this is when I have the trigger that I don't want to do something, I go towards the food, for example. But then this will not change my situation in terms of the weight loss, because I'm in a weight loss journey as well. So we need to understand our mental mechanism and try to rewire them. If you feel that you cannot do that on your own, no worries. Find someone that can support you. And if you don't find anyone, you know, we just open a community in order to support each other in any journey, like in achieving what we want to achieve, physical health, mental health, and in the future, even financial health. The point is support each other in order to have even accountability, to support when people are demoralized, when they don't want to do what they need to do. This is the thing. And if you need further support, you know, we have a coaching service, so feel free to join us as well. Because it's totally normal that in any journey you will have some difficulties. Doesn't matter the kind of journey that you're in, but any journey has their difficulties. Even in a weight loss journey, for example, it's totally normal to have those days where you feel more hungry, or where you want to give up, or where you don't have the motivations. Because even the body works this way. When we lose weight, the body that wants just homeostasis will try to pull you back, to eat more, to feel more hunger. So it's totally normal to feel this way. But surrounding yourself with people that can support you can change totally everything. And well, in any case, feel free even to join the community where other people are improving themselves with their struggles, their journey, etc. But it's a way to support each other. And that said, as usual, I wish you the best. I'll see you tomorrow.